'82 when a lot of the other guys, the real originators, came through. I was way too young. I was even when I met up with Hijack and these guys, I was the youngest member of that unit. You know, I was the baby in that unit, so I was way too young, and I came in just like everybody else. I was a fan. You know, I was just a fan. I loved the music, and I loved the it was very organic then. You know, everybody was MCing, everyone was MCing that I knew, and everyone wanted to be the best. So that was my attitude. That was the school I came from. But yeah, I started off as a fan, just like everybody else. I remember me and some school friends going up to West London to, I forget the name of the record label, but it was a label that Overlord X was on, and we just kicked off the door just to steal records, just to get copies of this 14 Days in May and some other stuff that was coming out. We loved all this stuff, man. Cookie Crew was out, MC Mello, Deck were coming out, Demon Boys, London Posse, huge, man. There was a huge energy around at the time. And yeah, you want to be part of that, or you want to, at least you're dreaming about being part of it anyway. And I was a dreamer, for sure. All the classic MCs, everybody that came out around circa '86, Ultramagnetics, Rakim, KRS-One, Cool G Rap.
The tweeter, feature, searcher, preacher, teacher, torture, rupture, capture, rapture, preacher, musical master, while we act as a brave that has a knowledge of NASA. You're just a Kit Kat, small as a Tic Tac, but I'm a Big Mac, cause I'm G-Wack, well equipped with a hip-hop lip. My memory bank is like a microchip. My bass will give a shake of an earthquake. It'll make you sucker MC wanna jump on a lane, cause I'm murder, homicide, crush, kill, destroy with excitement and drama. Speaker, sound seeker, you become weaker. My art is a smoker, your material is mediocre.
All these guys heavily influenced me, really. UK side, Overlord X, 14 Days of May. When I saw a video, there used to be a show on BBC Two, I can't remember the name of it. I think it was Behind the Beat. And they had a little clip of Overlord X singing this song, man. Oh man, everyone at school was just loving this.
Because you are for the planet Earth. I will with this, you want a different turf. You're being grey, you're being bloodless. With money power, you get a blood first. On others you oppose on a difference. It seems that, and you are persistent.
That was the one. When I saw Overlord X spitting, I said, yeah, I want to spit. I want to spit, and I want to be like that. I was at school one day, and the guy that I was hanging around with had been to a show a few days before. Said that he saw a guy up on stage who won some competition, won £50 and threw the £50 in the crowd. Huge. Came to school, said, yeah man, this dude's better than you, man. He's a much better MC than you. I was like, oh man, you're breaking my heart. A few weeks later, we're in Streatham hanging around. We see this guy. A friend now wants to go and chat to the guy. I'm like, forget this dude, let's go to this shop over here. He runs off, the other dude I'm with runs off, so I followed suit, and it was Comanche Slide. Comanche Slide, my friend introduces me as an MC. Comanche Slide shook my hand, and me and him spoke from Streatham all the way down to Brixton, exchanged numbers. Stayed in touch. About 6 months later, I get introduced to Supreme. That was it. You know, I went to Supreme's house. Stayed there for about 5 minutes. He puts on some music, tells me to spit some lyrics. That was it, man. I was in. You know, I was involved. We then met, I think they got in contact, or someone got in contact with them, but we linked up with a group called Gatecrash. Sheldon Thomas was like the linchpin of that group, and he was putting together a record, a charity record called Beyond the 60s Power Law. Hijack were asked to produce that, and I don't know how it happened, but they managed to talk me into it. But the next thing I know, I'm in a meeting in a room with all of the best British MCs at that time, sitting on this table. It was like a mafioso meeting, like the meeting of the 5 families or something. And I'm sitting on the table with these guys, and I was completely dumbstruck, really. I was a kid. None of them had heard me, you know. And I wrote 8 lines for that, and that was it, man. That was it. That was the start of it.
All of
There's a game plan, fictional theory, investment means it's a blind man. Running the facts when they know the facts on this fool, my voter, who took a seat of a bitch to Rex, racially improving national party. The cameras never show the thousands of bodies that terrorists pursuing the protest against a pale face of black to displace the black race.
DJ Supreme lived 5 minutes from me, from my house. And DJ Supreme at that time he was like a recluse. I was like a recluse. We'd never met. I kind of knew members of his family. I'd seen him around and stuff, but yeah, I didn't know Supreme until Comanche Sly told me where he lived and said to me, look man, go and knock on this guy's door. So I went up there one Friday. Mark Anderson, who was he had a radio show at the time, pirate radio show. It was a huge show at the time, all the kids were listening to it. He answers the door to me, brings me in, and like I say, it was 5 minutes in. And he's put this beat on and told me to spit some lyrics. I spat, and that was it. He liked what he heard, and he was encouraging me to keep writing. And we just used to converge around Supreme's house, so that spot became known as the HQ. And if you were an MC and you came down to the HQ, you knew that within a few minutes you're going to be put on the spot. You're going to have to spit something, and you're going to have to spit your best lyrics because everybody else is spitting theirs. So that was kind of the energy. And if you know anything about Hijack, you know that their whole attitude was, we are the best, and if you're anywhere near us, we're going to wipe you out. So if you were going up to Supreme's house, you really had to be on the ball as far as lyrics were concerned. And we were there every week in, week out. We were in the music group in Supreme's house. Beat was running, myself, Finn, Shaka. I think that was it. We were just spitting lyrics, and maybe about an hour long. We did about an hour-long tape, and after that we just said, look, let's make a record, man. It was such a great energy. Hijack approached Musical Life. Next thing I knew, we had burial proceedings in the course of 3 nights coming out, and that was really the beginning of the HQ as you guys would know it.